a lot of people that came to Ybor City with the vision of America, they were coming from war-torn poverty, dirt floors in their home. Suddenly, you're in this place where you have a casita with stairs that go up, and you don't have to worry about dirt on your floor. You don't have to worry about any critters coming up on your porch. Then you go to work and you go to buildings like this one
Right.
all around you. I mean, you found paradise in America. You're watching those lights get lamp and go, or those lamps get lit, and you're thinking, man, this is a whole different world from where I came from.
How did the news spread, right? I mean, this is obviously before the way before the internet.
Yeah,
Like you talked about the Big Guava, which was a sort of like marketing
right.
campaign.
Hmm.
I mean, is that what Ybor did? He put out marketing to Spain and
Well, mostly not to Spain or anything like that. What he did was he went to the ports, the big ports, New York City, Chicago area. He went to New Orleans. That's why we have such a New Orleans aspect to it. He hired people who spoke Italian, French, German, Romanian, any language they could think of. Scream at the top of your lungs. If you're looking for work in the new world, you can migrate to Ybor because no matter your language, there's 100% employment available. And you're hearing that in your language and you're going, well, that's what I need. I mean, maybe I'll go to New York City. Maybe I'll find a job and stay in a tiny little apartment. And then someone says, no, you go to Ybor, you get a guaranteed job. Somebody's got to roll these cigars. Somebody's got to put these bricks down. People rushed here in droves. Remember I said it was 700 people in 1885 when Mr. Ybor came this way? By 1895, he had over 15,000 people in
that's
Tampa.
insane.
Yeah, it's
So
a huge explosion.
so a 20x or whatever,
Exactly.
population
Right.
increase in 10 years.
It's pretty, I
A
mean,
true boom
it was
town.
the highest populated town in Florida at the time.
That's insane, man. That is so insane. And then of course it snowballs, right? Like the first family member comes, they get a
Right.
job, they start making money, you
And
have
a
the
no
kids
interest loan on
come.
your house, you have a house now.
So talk to me about that. So Ybor set up a loan program for his cigar
Right.
workers
Hmm.
where they could actually get a no interest loan.
Well, when you think about the housing developments that he was doing, he had never built houses before. But remember how I said he was in Key West? In Key West, 90 miles away from Cuba, he would have the worker staying in a little room, looking out the window, going, I wonder what my wife's doing back in Cuba. I wonder what everybody's been up to. I wish I was here with You know what? I'm going to Cuba. Forget Key West. They'd go back and forth all the time. He wanted Tampa to be home. Ybor City was where you dropped your anchor. And if you had a house, that means that you would do grandma, grandpa, mommy, everybody. I've got a mansion in America. Come live with me here.
Right.
These little casitas that he built, which there's still three preserved involved with the Ybor State Museum. You can go tour them if you want to. These little casitas, they were, I want to say 700 square feet, maybe 8 at the most. They were shotgun homes, one hallway down the middle. And it was designed for like 4 people to live in it. But 15, 20, I don't know. If you were like, I come from your little town of Sicily. I know Antonio's cousin Giuseppe. Yeah, come live with us. It's fine.
Your last name's close enough.
Yes,
Come on in.
exactly. That's why there's so
Pull
many
up a
common
chair.
last names around Ybor. Leto and Alvarez and Gomez. All these names are like, yeah, everybody's related. No, they're just kind of similar because they're from the same city or same town.
So how did Ybor get his money initially? You said he came here sort of already as a wealthy man.
Well, he was born into wealth. In Spain, his family was like, they even kind of rubbed elbows with the king of Spain.
Damn.
But he left at the age of 14 by himself to avoid conscription into the Spanish army because back then you kind of had to. And not only
Civil
that,
War was kicking off,
yeah,
right?
Civil
in
War was
Spain?
happening at the time, and it was like you have to go to war, or you can go to Cuba and learn a trade, kind of thing, or any other Latin American country because all of them were colonized at the time. He was very into tobacco in general, and he started at the bottom of the ladder. He worked his way through the ladder for 20 years, opened his own factory with a little family money, and then blew up. El Príncipe de Gales was like the Pepsi of cigars.
Let's talk about the demand
Yes.
for cigars too, because there's no Zen. There's no puff
Zins,
bars,
yeah.
right?
No,
Like
no
at the
vapes. Yeah.
time, this was the way people got that nicotine fix, man.
Yeah.
I think people sort of underestimate because you hear the numbers.
Mhm.
500 million cigars rolled a year in Ybor.
Right.
What was the number? Wasn't
Oh, they
it
were doing well over 1 million a day, sometimes 2 million. So yeah, we estimate about 500 million a
half
year.
a billion cigars
Yeah,
rolled a year?
365
So
a
you
day.
imagine the demand. I
Yeah.
mean, everyone was smoking cigars.
Right.
Everyone was smoking cigars.
Not only
back then.
before Zin and all that, before cigarettes. were
Before
big.
cigarettes.
Back in the day, cigarettes were like, you were either a cowboy in the Old West or like somebody coming from France. That's what, if you smoked a cigarette. Think about what they used to call it in England. They were like, nobody smokes a cigarette kind of thing. But cigars were like where you could sit back, relax, and enjoy. And remember, like I said, they're watching the lamppost get lit. There was plenty of time to enjoy your
Plenty of
cigar.
time.
They would smoke 5, 6, 7 cigars a day back then.
So Ybor comes here with money, with family money, and a vision for this city, and ends up now the time you said, I think he came like 1885-ish.
Right.
From then until when Ybor was cranking out 500 million cigars a year, like what was the time scale there? Like how quick was this boom?
It was booming as soon as almost he started building the factories and everything. When Haya had his factory and Ybor built his factory, and then the people started rushing this way, it was already kind of starting to roll. It really started to peak in the 20s, the roaring 20s. Everybody had money. Even West Tampa was developing at the time. If you had a cigar in the 20s that said made in Ybor City or Tampa, Florida, you had a good cigar in your hands back then.
Damn.
Even still to this day, I travel around and I'll go to cigar places in different spots of the country and I'll go, oh, I come from Tampa, Florida, Ybor. Like, Ybor, that's like the Mecca. You know, I know Ybor City if you're in a cigar place, no matter where you are.
Hey guys, if you want to watch the full episode of this clip, click right here. Make sure to subscribe by clicking right here. Thank you for watching.